I want to tell you a story about me, bro. My whole life growing up, one of my worst insecurities wasn't the fact that I grew up poor, in the ghetto, with all this family problems. It even wasn't the fact that I became a drug addict. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, those things ruined me, and I had so many problems with, growing up poor and then becoming a drug addict. But one of my worst insecurities was the fact that I was Indian. Well, I still am Indian, nothing's changed. But I had it in my mind. Okay, here I am, growing up in Australia. Everyone around me was just white. All my friends growing up white, right? And then here you are, overweight Indian kid, buckled teeth, no confidence, no self-esteem. Bro, it was a disaster, right? My whole life, though, I was on this downward spiral of continuously thinking, I'm never going to be good enough, clinging to any type of attention that I would get from girls, over exaggerating these stories in my mind. Oh yeah, she looked at me this way, and this and that. Maybe she likes me. Like, that's who I was, and it's sad to speak about, but I was so disconnected from the world, and I didn't even know better, right? And this was in my younger years, probably around the age of 13, 14, 15. But being the young man that I am today, right? I make these videos to help you. I coach so many young men. I have an accountability group that's thriving of young men just trying to build themselves up. I've noticed this one pattern, and it's so common that so many of you boys, bro, and it's the saddest thing. You've given up on what it means to be a young man that's about it, and you've given up in thinking that, whoa, okay, yeah, if I change my life, if I become someone, if I become a man of my word, do what I'm supposed to do, girls will find me attractive. You think that because, your height, the color of your skin, the way that your teeth look, the length of your nose, the length of your pee-pee, that's a massive determining factor of, well, if you're going to ever be attracted to attractive to girls. It's not. And the sad and harsh reality of this world is the dating market has completely changed. It's changed in ways, bro, where it is competitive. And you have to become someone to have some level of attractiveness to girls, right? Because they've got all type of guys coming from all different areas and spectrums of life. You have to separate yourself from the rest. And how do you do that? Because I'll say this. You don't need to be a millionaire. You don't need to have millions and millions of followers on Instagram. You don't need to be driving, a sports car or I mean, those things add, don't get me wrong, and they amplify your status and they amplify how you look. But there's so many things inside and within you that you need to start doing it sounds cringe, but to radiate energy to the opposite gender, to girls, to females, to women, and think, whoa, okay, yeah, okay, I'm starting to become about it. And you will start to see that girls they start to sniff it on you that, whoa, this guy's different than the rest. He's not following the crowd. He is taking care of himself. He's about it. There's something odd, but I like it. And this is what we're going to speak about. So I want you to really get out of your mind right now. I don't care what color skin you have. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care what deformities you might have. You can pick up girls, and I'm going to tell you the one way to do it. Right? The one way. You don't need to focus all your time on making money. You don't need to focus all your time on, getting all these followers and subscribers and whatever it is that you're trying to do. The one thing that you've got to focus on. What do you think that it is? Really try to think. What is it? What do I need to focus on? Come on. What's come to your mind? I'm going to tell you this one thing. And it's the most important. It's yourself. See, so many of us have started to neglect the most important person in our lives. Yourself. You. And you don't understand that there are so many intricate little things that you can do day by day that will separate you from the rest of the other guys that are thirsty, that are so horny. I mean, I get it, bro. I'm a young man myself, right? I get it. I feel it. I felt it. I know what it feels like when you're getting no attention, you're addicted to porn, you're trying to, swipe on Tinder just to get anything. I get it. I've been there, bro. I've done it. I fully understand. But I never knew this. I never knew this for a very long time. Is that how you start to radiate energy, sexual energy, right? Is that you got to start focusing on yourself, and it starts by doing the most important thing, is understanding that your main focus in life is yourself, not girls, right? You got to understand that your life shouldn't be this whole grand scheme to pick up girls. Because if you do eventually, and everyone that you speak to, right, or everyone that you listen to, or anyone that's kind of had that, fuck boy, getting girl type of lifestyle, they will all tell you, if you focus your whole life on getting girls, it'll leave you numb. And if you're truly a man that's about it, and you've got parameters and you've got like literal principles for your life, you'll start to see as you get older, not when you're young, but as you get older, you start to realize, I don't really want a girl that slept with 10 guys, 15 guys. I don't want a girl that sexualizes herself. I don't want a girl that's, been with the whole team. No, I want someone that adds to me, that hasn't had a crazy past, that is just genuinely good in nature, doesn't have those hoe tendencies. I'm telling you, it's funny what I'm saying, but I get how you feel when you're young. So let me break it down for you, bro. Your whole life must be a reflection of you building yourself up. And what I want you to understand is that there are so many things, right? You know what I'm going to say in this one, because it's the most obvious. What's the most obvious thing that you can start doing today that you can start to attract girls and they'll be like, whoa, okay, he's different. He looks good. It's your body, right? And I'll say this to you right now. Whether or not you want to believe this or not, I have never met a man that's truly about it, right? Takes care of his body, takes care of himself, starts to really eliminate bad habits from his life, and isn't getting attraction from girls. I say this, right? The attraction could be just because you get that couple second longer look. It could be that they cold approach you. It could be that, you're getting just all this attraction and you're like, whoa, okay, I'm going out now, or I'm going to this party, or I'm doing whatever I'm doing. I'm like, whoa, okay, here's what happens. Oh, look at what's happening. You will start to see that once your body starts to align itself with, okay, well, this guy's taking care of himself. He looks good. He looks physically like he could take care of me. Whoa. The attraction will start to, seep in. And okay, it's not good enough that you just have a good body. Because what I will say, as a man, right, you must understand that this is the most important thing. Every single area of your life must be dialed in. It's the harsh reality, but it's just the truth, right? You can't excel in one area and think that all these other areas of your life can be broken or the foundation can be cracked. It's the truth. It's the same thing when it comes to business. It's the same thing when it comes to getting your life in order. It's the same thing for attracting girls. You have to be a man that is starting to accelerate in every single area. So, okay, with your body, what else can we do? Seriously, think about it. What else can we do to separate ourselves from the rest? It's to be, and I love it to frame it this way, it's to be focused. And this sounds stupid, right? Oh, focused? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's not. Because if you look at it and you kind of extrapolate outwards to the boys around you, to everyone that you see on social media, just everyone, bro, in your school, in your university, at your job, no one's focused. No one's about it. And what I mean is, right, everyone's living for the weekend. And I get it, bro. If you're young, you want to live for the weekend. Maybe you want to meet these girls out. You want to have some fun. Experiences are good. I've always been a man that, says that you should experience life, get some notches under your belt in, just situations as a whole. Doesn't even have to be with females. But I will say, if you start to become focused and you primarily focus on your mission in life alongside yourself, you will start to easily be in this whole different lane of, whoa, okay, girls. Now, I'm starting to get even more attraction. It sounds cringe, right? Like it sounds, oh, this doesn't make sense. And there are so many people that will never ever believe this. Oh, focusing on my body, that's going to get me girls. Focusing on myself and on my mission, that's going to get me girls. We're living in a time now because of social media, because of all these influencers and people telling you this way, this way, this way. It's taken away what it truly actually is. It's a whole focus on yourself, leveling yourself up, that girls will start to radiate towards you. It sounds funny. It does. But when you start to align your life to a mission, and a mission is very important. Without a mission as a man, you're finished. You're done. Because you're going to have no reason to get up on time. You're going to have no reason to do what you're supposed to do. You're going to have no reason to level up because you don't know where you're going. So you need to figure out your mission. This is a huge thing. Mission is like your clear goals. What do you want for your life? Okay, what is it that you truly want and you feel as though you've been called to do on this earth? Figure that out. Align your life to it. There's a link in the description of how to actually figure out your mission, and that will really help you. If you don't have a mission, watch yourself be caught in this gust of wind. And what happens when you're caught and you're not a man that's about it, focused, centered on his mission? Boom. Bad habits. Bad habits. And this is what I want you to get at, right, bro? If you want to be a man that attracts girls, that radiates this energy of like, whoa, something's different about him. What is it? It's you have to eliminate bad habits. Because I don't care if girls smell this on you, if guys smell this on you, you know. I can tell. I can look at someone and think, look at him. He's overweight. He is not disciplined. Look at him. He doesn't take care of himself. I wonder what his room's like. I wonder what his car's like. You will start to sniff on people. If they are about it, if they have a life righteous of good habits and leveling themselves up, or if they're not about it. You can tell if someone's been drinking every weekend. Everything about them's just messed up. Skin's all yuck, their brain, they got no, literate skills, they're just messed. You can see it. You can see it in every person if they're about it or if they're not. And unfortunately, it is the harsh reality, again, of this world. If you want to be a man that attracts girls, if you just want to be a winner in general, bad habits, you can't live a life with them, especially when you're trying to build yourself up. In the future, you can have experiences that, if you want to drink or, do something, waste some time, if you're built and this and that, want to experience life, do it, go for it, 100%. But when you're in the building years, trying to get some momentum in your life, and if you're trying to get momentum with girls or momentum in your business or just momentum in yourself, you need to live a life with good habits. Because I tell you this, if you're jacking off every single day watching porn, bro, it does something to your psyche that says you're not about it. And when you feel like you're not about it, bro, you just do not feel good. You don't feel good when you're not about it, right? So, with that, if you're not taking care of your body, if you're hanging out with bad people, if you're wasting all your time, you're not being productive, you will never feel that confidence, that self-respect, that feeling of being proud. Because, look at your life. You live a life of a bum. And you can't live a life of a bum if you want to level up, if you want to attract girls. You just can't. It's the ruthless world that we live in where you need to separate yourself from all the other bums to even somewhat get a chance. So look at your life and see little things, right? Setting a time to wake up, getting up at that time, going to the gym at this time, doing what you're supposed to do, just living a life with good habits, you will start to see, whoa, how you feel about yourself ultimately levels up. You feel good, you feel proud. And if you do not feel good or proud or have some self-esteem within yourself, you're finished. Because you'll never look at yourself in the mirror and think, I could attract that pretty girl. Or if you're trying to level up your business or do something with your life, that you can do it. So eliminating bad habits will literally skyrocket not only how you feel, but how you are perceived to the world as well. Because people can smell it. Girls can smell it, guys can smell it. They can just take a look at you and think, that guy doesn't take care of himself, he's a loser. Literally. I'm telling you, you can see it. So look at yourself in the mirror. Are you living a life of bad habits, good habits? Do you look as though that you're not taking care of yourself? Look at your whole life, opening it up. Are you a man that's about it or are you a man that's not? Because if you're a man that's not about it, you have to become about it. With this right now, bro. Now, I say this. We did kind of touch on it with your bad habits, but it's your confidence. Now, this is related to a few things, right? There could be one thing which is external, and external confidence comes from everything without. Outside. Your car that you drive, the clothes that you wear, the amount of followers or something you got on Instagram, or, just the external world. And this is an amplifier, and this is what I want you to understand. The external confidence that you can get from having a nice car and having nice clothes and, all of this stuff, it's good. And it will only amplify you. And that's not what you want to strive for when you don't have that internal confidence within you. So I want you to understand that the most important thing that you need to do is go and strive for intrinsic confidence. Now, this will tie back to the gym, getting your body on point, it will tie back to being focused and sticking by your word. It will come from, okay, well, you're not living a life filled with bad, degenerate habits. And then when you start to truly, like, I do believe that confidence as a whole comes from all of these things. And if something is lacking, you will feel as though, whoa, I don't feel good. Intrinsic confidence comes from when your life is good. You will never feel truly confident if you are living a life that's shit. If you're overweight, if you've got bad habits, if you're not focused, if you're hanging out with the wrong people, you're never going to feel good. But when you're centered, focused, your body's on point, you're doing what you're supposed to do, no bad habits, that intrinsic confidence comes. And what happens is, right, eventually when you go and meet girls and you go out partying and you go do this and that, you're still going to feel nervous, right? Every guy feels nervous. It's a part of the game. You're not going to ever walk into a situation where you're not nervous. But you will start to see, well, everything in the back end of your life is congruent of being a winner, being a man, feeling good. You'll start to see that, okay, now, if you see a pretty girl, of course you're going to have all this anxiety of like, it's a bit tough and this and that. We all feel it. But if everything on the back end is going good, you will eventually, once you just say to yourself, fuck it, I'm going to go do it. I'm going to say what's up. I'm going to hit her up or whatever, bro. You're going to do something. You'll be like, okay, I'm good. This is it. If I'm not good now with my body on point, being centered, no bad habits, just doing a life worthy of living a life worthy of like winning, you'll be able to do it eventually, right? You'll just get past that. I'm scared to approach her, but I will do it because everything in the back end is dialed in. And if I don't do this now, when I'm the best person I can be, then I'm messed up. I can't do it. So when everything in the back end is right, you will feel, whoa, okay, I can approach her. You'll be scared, you'll be anxious, you'll be doing this and that, but everything in the back end is good. So now it's just about honing in on your skills of saying what's up to girls. And the only way that you can do this, right? You can read about, and there is an importance to reading when it comes to dating and how to approach girls and speaking to them, and there's this whole thing, right? But if I were to put it down to the most important aspect of how you do it, it's go speak to them and then think on your feet of what you should say. Go approach, go talk, right? And you'll eventually figure out, okay, well, this is what I should say, this is what I shouldn't say, but you just be confident. You just say to yourself, okay, I'm going to be confident, I'm going to ask open-ended questions, ask about her, because girls like to always talk about themselves and what they're doing and this and that, have that good energy, that good charisma, that good spark, that smile, that open body language, and you'll feel, boom, okay, this is working. And then, bro, I'm telling you, life will be better. Life will be better, not only because you're attracting girls, but look at your life. Your body's on point, you're focused on a mission, you've got no bad habits, you're confident from the internal, you're saying what's up, you're still, right, if things go wrong and this and that, it's nothing. Doesn't matter. If she doesn't like you, she doesn't like you. It's part of the game, bro. Like, every big celebrity in this world is getting rejected, right? Like, just because you're, you are you, doesn't mean that you're not going to get rejected. You will. It's part of the game. I've been rejected so many times. I've been like, oh, bro, I've been told to literally piss off. Like, this was back in the day, not now, but I have been. And it's the truth. So you want to become someone that's about it, attractive to girls. Focus on yourself, bro. Level yourself up in all these areas. Take a real open look approach at your life in every single area. Are you winning? Are you losing? Because if you're not on this winning trajectory, unfortunately, I hate to say it, bro, it's game over. But I don't believe any man is truly ugly. I really don't. I don't believe that you're ugly, bro. You've just got to take the approach to start winning. Win in all these areas. And let me tell you, your focus should always be yourself. And the byproduct is girls. Literally. But if you do it the other way around, you focus so much on girls and you don't build yourself up, you're just going to end up being, whoa, this guy that, you get rejected all the time, or you have so much anxiety, and it's just like, if you focus so much on girls and you don't level yourself up, it's the wrong way to go about it. You'll be shooting yourself in the foot. Straight out, bro. But I say this to you again. No man is truly ugly. I don't believe that they are. You just haven't worked on yourself enough to be a man that's about it, centered on himself, focused, diligent, hardworking, no bad habits, be the man, and let girls be a byproduct of you leveling yourself up. Love you, brother. Let's go.